Magana Umaga. It's a pleasure to be with you all today, and thank you very much for being all of you with us today. Dear Deputy Assistant Rosario Blanque, dear friends, it's a real pleasure to have you here with us this morning. I just remember the discussions we had with Secretary Loxin, as you saw in this little film. We were talking about the 75th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between France and the Philippines. We actually began our conversation by saying we're going to commemorate this anniversary on the 26th of June, the date when we actually formalized our relationship and our friendship in 1947. And then we said to ourselves that on that day we're going to highlight our political relations, organize an exceptional economic event between stakeholders. We're going to illustrate our cultural relations by organizing an event that would highlight culture, but that would highlight gastronomy. Then another event to put Philippine and French singers in the spotlight. And then we said that sports, of course, is a sector on which we absolutely have to focus on June 26, given the upcoming 2024 Olympic Games in Paris, the participation of Filipino athletes with great success at the Tokyo Games, and of course basketball, which is something that links us so much. And then we talked about cinema, we talked about fashion, we talked about painters in our two countries, exchanges of students, researchers. We stressed the importance of giving the floor on the same day also to actors of agriculture, health, climate change, sustainable development, biodiversity. And after this passionate discussion, we looked at each other and we said, how can we make all that happen on the 26th of June? Impossible. So we decided we had to take 6 months to celebrate our friendship from the 26th of June to the 31st of December. And so here we are today, not just to look at the last 75 years, but really to explore what we want to do in the future. What do we want to do together in the next 75 years? Together with our partners and companies who have decided to respond to that question, what are we going to do together? And so I thank you very much. You're going to see the answer throughout those 6 months, all the things we want to do together, all we want to develop together. And there are so many of you that are sponsors, support, and that are going to make this event come true over this period of time. So let's together open the new page of relation between our two countries for the next 75 years. Thank you so much, Marilyn Salamat. Merci beaucoup.